Today we got a very special guest, one of my favorite metal vocalists ever, from one of my favorite bands ever, the great Chad from Mudvayne, also from HELLYEAH, putting your face paint on, which is really cool. Currently out on the Psychotherapy Sessions summer tour. I've got the dates up on your screen. Do not miss this incredible lineup that you've got. Just all metal legends across the board. How's the tour been so far? It just started recently, right?
The tour's been fucking great. I mean, really, fucking response is amazing. Everybody genuinely seems into it. The tour is what it is. Like the name of this tour, when I came up with the name of this tour, like anybody that's seen me play live ever, knows that, thank heavy metal for saving my life so many times. And, when I was growing up, I really embraced the live music moments. I went and saw a lot of live music, and it really helped me cope. And I think that's translating, to the crowd, and the crowd gives it back to me. So they're saving me as much as I'm saving them. So, but it just feels really good, and I think that people are happy that they made the decision to come. And I'm
Yeah. And I know that when Mudvayne came back, this was a question for many years, when Mudvayne would ever return, and the response has been amazing. I know you guys are feeling the love.
Yeah, man. We absolutely are. It's fucking awesome to, there was a point, when we weren't together, it almost felt like we were bigger than we were when we were together, right? It wasn't intentional. It's just we went away. When it's not like we had went up and like crashed down to nothing and broke up. We were still doing our thing. We were still up. And when we kind of called it quits, and so I think that had a lot to do with it. But it's been awesome to get back here and kind of almost pick up right where we left off. And maybe even elevate it a little bit,
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fucking fun, and I'm very grateful to our fans, that have received us as warm as they have. Like, it's been fucking awesome. It's like straight up putting on an old favorite jacket or something, you know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me. So.
Well, I know, I'm a longtime Mudvayne fan myself, obviously, and it was huge when y'all came back. And I remember when LD50 first came out and hearing the aggression and the intensity in that music. And I recently talked to Corey about that time. The first time he ever met y'all, I guess, was through Clown.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Clown was actually at our record showcase. So it was Clown, Saytone, his drum tech at the time, their manager, who also worked at Epic Records, and our manager at the time. Those four people, full stage, full sound, full lights.
Was that Corey Brennan, their manager?
No.
Okay, got it.
Their original manager actually passed away. Yeah, so we literally put on like a full show for just those four people. So it was pretty fucking rad. And we, like, right when the first song started, 2 measures in, my fucking mic goes out.
Oh my God.
So I just kept singing and screaming in Clown's face, fucking doing his clown thing,
And so how did the album, what was it like when, in that time in your life when Mudvayne was first forming? How did the band come together?
Well, I'm sorry, what
was it like? How did the band initially come together in Mudvayne? What was it like back then?
Yeah, I was, whatever. It was one of those. It's funny because our original bass player, that doesn't play for us anymore, is actually the one that put the band together.
Oh, wow.
It was like his dream band. So, yeah. I mean, we just put it together and we started jamming. I had never written original music before in my life. So it was my first stab at that.
Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. But I grew up with music, you know, so.
Who were your influences growing up?
Like when I was a little kid, active rock was actually being played on the fucking radio. Or classic rock was actually not classic. It was being played on the fucking radio.
Right.
Little kids. So, you know, the Eagles and Seeger and Frampton and fucking, you know, name it. Yeah, name any of those old school, quintessential classic rock bands. That's where I got my first taste. But my grandparents were really into like kind of hoedown music and shit. So I had that side of me too. Whatever, like barn dances and square dancing and all that shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with that. So
you're really from like the sticks, small town?
I'm from a very, very small town in Illinois. Well, I'm from Decatur initially, which is a bigger city, but I live in a very rural town, about 25 miles away, like 500 people. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that was my youth. Shit.
When you put together that first record and the band, you know, did you write those songs in the studio, or was this something you'd come into? Really?
Yeah, there were actually like Nothing to Gain, Pharmacopoeia.
Hell yeah.
That's more Feather War. I can't remember. There was one other one, but there were 3 that we wrote in the last 3 days we had the studio. Literally, we walked out of the fucking studio at 10:30 a.m. after being up all night recording the last song, which I believe is Nothing to Gain.
Love it.
We had to be out of the studio at noon that day.
Wow.
We walked out done at 10:30 a.m. Crazy.
An all-nighter.
It was an all-nighter for 3 fucking days.
Right.
It was crazy. Like everybody else left and went to New York because we were in Vancouver, Canada. Everybody else left and flew to New York for the mix. And me and Greg stayed behind and finished it. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Did you have a sense of what that album would do for the band? I mean, you guys were on MTV for that.
Yeah,
bro.
We had no fucking clues. I mean, we didn't care. You know, we got signed, and ultimately, I guess that's what you're supposed to fucking do, right?
Right.
And you know, although like to young kids now, like young people now, I'm like, don't get signed.
Right.
You've got all the tools, man. You've got all the fucking tools to make your own way. CD baby.
Yep.
You can put it across all digital platforms for like $30. You just got to get after it, man. You got to get online and fucking build your socials and build that lifeline between you and them, and them and you, and embrace that shit, because the fandom and like fans are so fucking important. Like literally, you know. Like the people going to me like, hey, you have no idea, blah, 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 you know, you saved my life. I'm like, you saved mine.
Yeah.
Every fucking day. You know what I mean? So I'm very thankful, you know, to be surrounded when I'm on stage by the people I'm surrounded by.
Yeah.
Because I think it's some very special breed, you know. Mudvayne's not for everybody. You know what I mean? We're a little bit prog. You know what I mean? We're a little bit math metal, and fucking it's not the easiest listen.
I've never heard anything like it. The first time I heard, like, you know, I'll never forget even seeing y'all at like the VMAs, the outfits and everything. That alone was a moment that I think went really viral back then. Where what was that like, going to the VMAs? Were you getting dirty looks from pop singers?
Yeah, I mean, it was just like, if you look around, like when we're on stage, we're like kind of panning the camera around, and like Bono's sitting there like, what the fuck? Stole my art, you know?
That's so sick.
We need to do your views.
That was a huge moment.
Moby was a fucking, I saw Moby in my hotel room the next day. Or not my hotel room, my hotel.
Sure.
In the lobby the next day, and he was a fucking dick.
I've heard
because he presented him, Gwen Stefani, and Lauryn Hill.
Oh wow!
Presented us with our award, and he was one of the he presented. So I saw him in the lobby of the hotel, and I'm like, it's like, hey man, I was like, nice to meet you. You gave us our award last night. Thank you so much. He's like, yeah. whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Literally, that's what I said. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. You ain't nobody. He can fucking walk under a table without knucking. He's about 4 foot nothing.
Oh, is he really?
Oh, he's a little bitty guy.
Little Moby. That's
Oh,
Eminem dissed him.
Oh, tiny Moby.
Yeah. I could see him being a dick. I could. The when y'all came out, like, I remember when YouTube first got started, because we're on YouTube, and one of the first times I ever used YouTube was just obsessively watching videos of Mudvayne on Ozfest. Like, there's one of them was like Pro Shot. It's in like 720p now. It's like super grainy old video, but like those performances of y'all playing Dig and I think Nothing to Gain at that time, I was like, fuck, I've got to go see this band live. Like, Mudvayne is a band that really needs to be experienced live for people to get the intensity.
Keep telling people that.
Right. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, really, it's one of those bands, like, watching.
Speaking the truth,
Yeah,
people.
it's absolutely. I mean, that translated to in the Live in Peoria DVD that you did. I had that, and you're climbing up like the scaffolding or the truss on the stage and smashing your head with a microphone. Where you've got some younger cats doing that now. Alex Terrible. I don't know if you've heard of Slaughter to Prevail by chance.
Oh my god, dude.
What do you think of them?
Dude, fucking rad.
Hell yeah.
I love that fucking band. They're so good. Fucking heavy as fuck. Dude, the cover, have you heard the cover of Dig?
They covered Dig?
Oh, yeah.
How did I miss that?
He did. It's like a playthrough.
Holy shit.
Dude, it is heavy as fuck.
Shout out to Alex Terrible. I'm really high on them right now with what they're doing, because they're, to me, an example of a band that...
What do you think?
Can you put this in your ear?
Oh, you're fine. What they kind of remind me of is like metal bands that came out around y'all's time and before were like really intense.
Yeah.
And you know, he's out here wrestling bears and shit. Have you seen the video of him wrestling bears?
No.
Yeah, he apparently was wrestling bears when he was a kid.
That motherfucker's jacked.
Yeah, he is. He's does MMA and all that stuff.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Who are some other up and coming bands that you're like, you know, maybe have some of pique your interest?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's anything terribly new outside of Slaughtered to Prevail. Like, I really dig that band. But I got turned on to them by people like, dude, I am such I'm such a stickler for the fucking staples, my staples.
Yeah.
You know, I still listen to fucking Pantera like every time I left. And fucking,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I love what I love. You know what I mean? And it's not nothing against new bands. You know, everybody was like fucking pretty high on Code Orange, which I thought was cool a few years ago. But yeah, there's always somebody, you know.
Right.
Everybody look at that.
Sure. No, they can see the front of your face here. So what's next for Mudvayne? I know you've said that you've tracked some vocals.
Yeah.
I know there's no timeline on any of that stuff, and we don't want there to be a timeline, really. We want it to unfold naturally, but how's that all been going? From what you can share.
Well, it's a fucking man, dude.
Yeah.
You know, it's yeah. I mean, it's cool. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of things are kind of contingent upon this. You know what I mean? How this rolls and stuff, and make sure we still have, you know, people that want to hear Mudvayne music. Maybe everybody just wants to hear catalog. We don't fucking know. You know what I mean? So far that's been what it is, and it's just like we're just focused on playing catalog, and we know that's what people want to hear.
Yeah. That's the challenge with, especially y'all coming out of the gate with like an iconic metal record.
Yeah. You know, and it's like, you know, people like, you guys ahead of your time. I was like, I can't really answer that. You know what I mean? I'm not the listener.
Right.
We'd have to ask the listener the other that. But, you know, I think that, honestly, like I said, before we came back, there was a level that we were probably bigger than we were when we went away. You know what I mean? It was just like, you could just feel it.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. Because I was going somewhere with that. I jumped off my train of thought.
Like you're just saying, you know, I think there's ebbs and flows in a band's career, and the anticipation really built up when, you know, Mudvayne, I think, came back. And I think it's still there, though. I think that there is a massive level of excitement for people.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what we want, you know. You just have to... I'm so sorry, dude. I kind of fucking just... I'm like...
Oh, you're fine, dude.
Shit.
You're fine. This is great.
I'm like trying to focus on this.
No, dude.
Answer
You're great.
And it's like I'm jumping right up fucking transit.
No. The audience is going to love this because this is so real. This isn't fake. This is you, you know. But really, anyways, I don't want to go over our time because what y'all at home need to understand is this is right before Chad's going to perform. That's how fucking cool this dude is. So thank you so much for making time. I cannot wait to see you guys fucking crush tonight. And
I mean, that's why I'm here, bro, for that.
Yeah.
This is cool for everybody at home, but ultimately at the end of the day, I'm about the show and going out and giving my best and, you know, leaving it all on the fucking stage. So
I believe that.
I've got it. I got to do it, dude. This is what I'm saying about it. It's like, it is so cathartic and so therapeutic. I mean, it literally, you know, I would not be here today without the music that I fucking grew up listening to. Like, it saved me when I was in my darkest fucking moments, and there was a lot of really dark moments. And I know that everybody standing in front of me, and my heart goes out to them that are dealing with it and dealing with fucking life's bullshit and stuff like that. And I'm just happy to see them standing in front of me because I know they're being a little bit selfish.
Yep.
And I know they're being a little bit self-serving.
Yep.
And I think that's okay. You know what I mean? Life just throws its shit at you, and you work and you work and you work and you pay bills and you and then just like, it just gets its teeth in you. You know what I mean? And you forget about yourself because you're just so fucking busy doing everything else and too busy worrying about this or worrying about that and shit like this. This is a moment, if you are a little bit selfish and buy yourself a ticket and you fucking walk in this thing, when you come and see a fucking Mudvayne show, when you come and see a show that I'm in or that I'm playing, you need to leave everything that you have that's strapping you down and making you feel all fucking knotted up on the fucking curb. Like, leave it at the fucking door. Come in here and take that time for yourself to get your fucking mind right, and everything's going to be there when you leave. It's all going to be there. It's going to feel so much fucking lighter if you embrace the moment. Embrace what the fuck is happening. The music was coming at you. 5 fucking bands, man. 5 bands are bringing it. And
Badass
like,
bands.
Yeah, we picked them. We picked them for this reason, man. Like, Butcher Babies, loved them. Like, Heidi and Henry are 2 me and my wife's fucking best friends. They live in Vegas. Shit, we hang out all the time, and they're fucking great. That's not for that reason I brought them out, because they're a fucking badass band. You know what I mean? Non-Point, I've been touring with those guys since 2001. You know? They're fucking incredible. Such a great fucking band. Guar, just they've been around for fucking since we were, you know what I mean? They've been doing it. And you know, Cold Chamber, man. Fucking, you know, Mikey Miguel and I, man, back when we were fucking drinking and going for it, we were the fucking toxic fucking triplets, man. Like, we would fucking party, holy shit. But now I'm seeing them out here, man, and everybody's just so great, and they're all so appreciative, and we're so appreciative of them. And all the fucking awesomeness they're bringing to this tour package. So yeah, man, I'm just always just trying to promote the reality of what this really is. If you really dig in, I mean, it can be face value. Just come to the show, whatever, or you can come to the show,
Right.
you know, and really fucking, you know, really fucking open your hand and fucking let go of everything. You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about shit right now in this moment. Nobody's going to foreclose on you when you're standing in front of me, you know? Like, shit'll all whatever, but you got to take care of yourself. This is like fucking church, bro. This shit's like religion.
Yes.
Say Jesus saves, metal saves.
Yes.
God is everywhere, metal's everywhere.
Yes.
I've been all around this world, and metal is in every fucking country. We're fucking strong, man. Our strength is in numbers. We're fucking great. So.
Well, I take that to heart, and I know our audience will as well. And that is actually a message I need to hear. I don't want to continue talking because I don't want to take up your time, dude. I know you have to go. I could talk to you for 5 fucking hours. I'd love to have you on again in a longer format because I could pick your brain for fucking hours, dude. Chad, thank you so much. We appreciate your time so much. And again, Psychotherapy Sessions, tour dates up on your screen now. Go see this fucking tour like Chad said. Come party, which is what I'm about to do tonight.